What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So hey, look, before I get into the topic of this video, I usually Saturdays and Sundays is my chill days, you know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, I just could not function during the day without being able to get outside to get this out, due to the fact that a lot of people underestimate people, right? So when I started hearing and seeing things that just be out of normal, I have like this almost sinister type of laugh. I be like almost really just wanting to laugh at every single thing that I hear, because a lot of it is so fake that a lot of people don't even know what's going on right in front of their face. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just happening to 1, 2, 3, 4 people. It's happening to everybody. And everybody, you know what I'm saying, are just not truly really understanding the ability to see what is truly going on. You know what I'm saying? So again, before I get too off the title, I just had to get outside and say that. But listen, the topic of this video is going to be on the fact that y'all have to realize and understand that when you are someone that has the level of knowledge and wisdom and game that you have by just basically an observation of your life, a lot of people are going to judge that based off the fact they're basically looking at your appearance. Why you don't have more? Why you don't look like this? Why you don't got that? Because there are people in the world that became successful off the power of silence and the secrets that they know. They gatekeep, they hold it in, and they make their money off the suffering of the people who don't know, right? So for you to be able to have the level of knowledge and wisdom that you have, and you're in a bad position, it's going to either do one or two things: get you to shut up, you know what I'm saying, so you can have the life that you've always wanted. Because again, when I was being quiet and I was allowing the mistreatment and the disrespect, life was good. But as soon as I started speaking up and speaking my truth, it seemed like shit started to go downhill. And listen, I'm going to just be honest. I wasn't doing it for y'all. I was doing it for me. I got tired. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of the lying, the manipulation, the finesse, the mental abuse. There was nothing in life that could make me feel good to cater to that aspect of myself. And I had everything, and I was still dying in the inside. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized, listen, you got to start speaking up. You got to start telling your truth. You got to start letting people be aware and mindful of how their behavior is affecting a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the day that I woke up and realized that, I started to be like, listen, it's people around the world that are suffering from the same thing that you suffering from. You know what I'm saying? So you could take it up a notch by, you know, standing in your truth, being honest in who you are. And the craziest part about it all is you can't have no fear. You can't have no fear. You got to basically go head first, because what they're going to try to do is knock you off your high horse. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to come at every angle. You want to know why? Because that was their divine mission the whole time in life. That was the way they were able to have more than everybody else and use the energy off of the people who had less than. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to strip everything from you, so hopefully you be quiet so we can still keep abusing you. Fuck that. You ain't, listen, I'm a human first. You feel me? Everything else becomes second. Listen, y'all got to understand, the type of environment I'm in right now, it's everybody is so upset and irritated about their stuff coming up missing. When you got bigger fish to fry. You feel me? That should be the least of your worries. And I'm the type of person, like, I'm solely hell-bent on practicing what you preach. You can't tell nobody shit about nothing if you ain't standing on behind what you say, period. So for me to be able to be in a certain position in life where I'm saying the things that I say, I couldn't be in a certain position because oftentimes people would find that conflicting. You feel me? Like, how you gonna be telling us how we need to improve and get better and we at the bottom and you doing good in life? It tends for you to not listen. So your image is only what you see on the surface. You feel me? Everybody got everything. If we portray and act and look good, nobody will ever know that we really dying and hurting in the inside. You feel me? Listen, I'm so at peace, but less is more, because I'm well aware and understanding that it'll be a time and a place. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've already had everything in life. It's almost as if, like, when that time approaches, which it will, at some point, it'll be okay for me to accept that, because I will got it made off my own foundation, not off the back of someone else. There were people who were basically surviving in the world off of your silence, off of you being quiet, off of you taking the abuse, off of us walking them down on you and making you feel like shit. We were becoming rich and successful off of that. You feel me? So listen, for me personally, I can kind of identify more with people that I see like in heavy addictions. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping all day, depressed, like, because I used to be that. You feel me? Every day. And I couldn't understand, why is it that I have everything in life, you know what I'm saying, that you could ask for, but somewhere inside of me, I'm still not happy. You know what I'm saying? Until I flipped the coin. And I flipped it in reverse. And I started speaking up. And I started telling the truth. You feel me? And the physical reality of the energy that's in that is not banking on that. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I identify so much with people that I know have went through an emotional struggle in their life, right? But they've sold their soul so much to, you feel me, the devil, should I say, that they don't know who they are anymore. And it's like every time they reach out to grab it, they get afraid. You know what I'm saying? And they pull back and they go back to sinking into that life where it's easier to be dominated and controlled and finessed by other people instead of having the ability to truly be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got up today and I could just feel it in the air. It's almost as if people just listen, the energy changes. It's almost as if people are doing shit on surface. Let's look like we got it together. We gonna play all this part on the surface. You feel me? But little do you know, we can feel your energy. Please don't talk. Please don't get up and say what you need to say. You feel me? Because internally, in the inside, we may be looking like we putting on a show, but we really don't want you to speak. So we're using our energy to hopefully keep you trapped so that you don't get up and speak. Because the moment that you get up and speak and tell the truth, you reveal the reality of our lives. And a lot of people are feeling so fucked up right now of treating people so bad in a bad way due to them thinking that they were going to become successful off of that. And really, they didn't get nowhere. You still spinning in a circle going nowhere fast. You feel me? So I think now it's the opposite. If we get into a space where we treat people the way we want to be treated, you feel me, and we operate and do the things we love, imagine how much success we could get off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you will be doing things that you truly want to do, that it wouldn't be no need to be aggressive or animosity or angry with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I couldn't. I have a side to me that basically laughs at the fuckery. And I'm not talking about, you feel me, just your basic, we fake laughing. I'm talking about really getting weak. And people who are still insecure are going to be like, what she's laughing at? I'm laughing at the fact that we've been living in a game. You feel me? And it's being played, especially in scenarios where everybody's doing bad. And everybody want to take the leading spot. And everybody want to win. You know what I'm saying? That's where you see the most treacherous identities. You know what I'm saying? And for me to be right in the middle of it, I find pleasure in being around people that really, truly, honestly think that I'm with all the shit y'all on. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it already. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also a truth speaker. I tell the truth, meaning I couldn't possibly be telling the truth if I had more than y'all. You know what I'm saying? But due to the fact that I'm in the same situation and I have the ability to know things that the average person who is living the type of lifestyle in the hood, stressed out, poverty, shouldn't know. Only the people that are rich and successful know. People tend to paint me as the op, as I'm the opposition. No, I'm actually going to be the greatest ally. And the craziest part about life is the fact that the people who go in life really siding up with the opposition to do everything they can to plot on my downfall, in the end, I will see you somewhere. Sacramento ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? And it will be known that you tried your hardest to go up against someone who was actually the antidote, because the system is the biggest thing we fighting. That energy and the survival of everyone has been planted and based off of the inequality and poverty mind state of some people and the success of others. I was nowhere in that. The only thing that I did was got the balls to speak up for myself. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I have to give credit to my grandmother, because that lady was going to tell you the truth any way she had to tell you. And it wasn't in the best way. But see, I'm different. I'm going to tell you the truth, but I know exactly what to say and how to say it, to where you don't feel like I'm controlling you or telling you what to do. Or putting you down or making you feel less than, because you got to think, a lot of us are used to that trauma and that pain. So when someone is basically coming at us, telling us what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? It makes us feel some type of way, and our guard automatically goes up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not here to hurt nobody, especially coming from someone that has been hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have too. I'm talking about the original souls, the people that were somebody before they got subjected to this life, and the people who were hell-bent on manipulating, finessing, and telling a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more than just going to church. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more than just, listen, it's your mentality, it's your attitude, it's how you act, how you respond to people. It's about understanding that there is a truth and there is a lie. You can't keep living the lie thinking you're going to get ahead, because there are people that are so misunderlined with their trauma, that they're so rooted in their darkness, that their mission is to get the ones that can see the truth, but they're too afraid to speak up. We're going to do everything we can energetically to surround you, to make sure that you never talk. Listen, no. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I see it. I see the pain on people's faces. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got to feel that, because you could have a straight face, but I could feel your energy. And some people are so good at blocking their energy to where it's resistant to others that you won't even know. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually get your foot in a little bit, and then actually wait until they start telling lies, and then the lie tell on itself. And then you start to realize, oh, that's just a gig. You ain't really being honest for real. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of your repertoire. That's what you do. You feel me? You're hella good at blocking your energy, but you're not hella good at practicing what you preaching. You know what I'm saying? And excuse my vulgar language in some of my videos. I be so passionate about what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And the ability to actually be a person that walked in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I know what it feels like to have moms and dads and, you know what I'm saying, substance abuse family members, people that's barely making it. You know what I'm saying? They're settled for what they think life is. They don't want nothing more, because they're so content and comfortable with thinking that that's how life is supposed to be. And it's so much more to it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, anybody that's successful and already got hella money in the industry, you won't get offended by what I'm saying if you're truly, honestly moving and practicing what you're preaching. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you got ahead off of the back of someone else, you're going to feel some type of way. So big salute to Andre 3000 from Outkast. I remember him saying something about, at some point, keep going, because at some point, the top is going to be on bottom and the bottom is going to be on top. He didn't elaborate. He didn't go into detail. But if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. You got to think of how many celebrities actually backed out of the game once they were presenting themselves as a version of what they didn't want to do or who they wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, and I got to give credit to Maya. Listen, hey, Moving On was a classic in 6th grade for me. And I know it was because I know the words from front to back. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you were such an icon in that era and you removed yourself to go independently, it says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all already know. I've been a Debrat fan since I've been like 6. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at some of her projects then versus who she is now, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people do things they're not comfortable with because of, you know what I'm saying, maybe being manipulated or finessed. And it's not until they wake up and they really, truly, honestly don't want to be a person that they are not, that they actually wake up to what's really, truly going on. Now, I don't know the details or the ins and outs, but I do know that there are a lot of people that have money that basically sold who they were to be painted as an image in a way where you bank off the energy of the people who don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? It's not no competition for the people who are already successful if they allow the people who, you know what I'm saying, they've used their energy to siphon, are able to wake up to what's really going on and make a way for themselves too. That means won't nothing be taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? You still hold high honor. You still hold value. You're just not so spiteful that you're not allowing people to come in because you're afraid of the truth being revealed, that you built your foundation off of the back of somebody else. Period. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there are so many. I even asked myself at one point in time, how many songs are there in the world? And listen, it's probably millions and billions. So many songs, so much music I've listened to, so many actors, so many, you know what I'm saying, successful actresses, so many people that have brought entertainment and songs and beautiful music and, you know, so many things to my life that I couldn't take away from none of them. And I'm going to give praise when praise is due. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that a lot of those people paved the way for the people that's trying to get ahead now. It's not no competition. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will be the people that we got all the game and wisdom from. How we elevated and grew. It's just, again, like I said, if you want to tap into the dark side of the world, you'll be able to see the fact that, you know what I'm saying, there are people who built their success off of the backs of people who didn't know the truth. You know what I'm saying? They were only finesse and told a lie. And they could never get ahead in life. And then, you know, they bring kids into the world who go through the same cycle, and they want to point it at and blame it on, you know what I'm saying, the person that brought them in the world, without ever standing and looking and being like, damn, this was a whole system cultivated off of the backs of millions and millions of people. You know what I'm saying? And it's just finally someone's able to wake up and speak the truth, because I ain't never been fucking scared. You feel me? I'll give that all that strength and that power to my whole bloodline. You know what I'm saying? It make me really cherish and love my granny even more, because if it wasn't for her being who she was, I probably would be scared. And I probably would step in line and just go with the flow. You feel me? And so I can stop being quiet. The whole time I'm killing myself. But that's okay. Just stay silent about it. No, I'm not staying silent about shit else. And I'ma still make it. I'ma still get the bag. Listen, anybody, that decides they want to keep going against what's real, you're going to walk them down. You're going to lay down, period. You feel me? And you're gonna be kicking yourself in the ass later. Because you're going to be like, damn, I was convinced, you feel me, and persuaded to go against someone instead of the system. Now I'm facing the same shit they facing, and everybody looking stupid, not realizing, damn, they was the antidote. They were speaking the truth. They were the reality. And every day is something that proves that to me every day. Listen, stand the fuck up. Stand up. Stand up against this energy right now. Because if you don't, they're still going to be hell-bent on believing that the gatekeeping secrets of the things that they know, if you don't give it to the people in a poverty mindset, the people who went through harsh realities, then they will forever struggle. And that's okay. No, it's not. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people who had the hardest lifestyles, childhoods growing up are some of the strongest fucking warriors. You just got to idolize and own your power and not give it to nobody else. But it's so easy to have 1 foot over here, 1 foot over there, because you're too afraid of standing in your own power, because you've never had anybody help you understand who you really were for real. You got comfortable being around people that dragged you down and made you feel less than. That's where your feet is planted at. That's where you feel as if you get the most love, and that's not love. You know what I'm saying? That's hoping that you don't make it out of the box we set for you. Get out of the box. Wake up, stand up, get the power you need to fight that shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you see me, you gonna wake up to the reality. We're not gonna be sleep all day, you know what I'm saying? Listen, indulging in substances, drinking, smoking, like going nowhere fast, living day by day, because I promise you, you gonna go without. Shit is going to be stripped from you if you keep thinking you gonna win playing that game. And now is the time you either get up and fight for the shit you believe in, or you're gonna keep losing. Listen, I got too much shit to lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand on my 10 toes, baby, for this shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to get back my life. You know what I'm saying? To be able to own it for me. It was stripped and taken from me at birth. Just like it was the souls of so many other people. Just the conditioning and the programming of the system and how it's been set out to feed off people. You know what I'm saying? There are people that have mastered lessons and pass and cut soul ties, and they gatekeep, and they have certain information that they withhold from a certain group of people so that they can continue to thrive. And you're going to see how the people on the top are going to flip to the bottom, and the bottom is going to go to the top regardless. You can't stop this. You can't fight it. I don't give a fuck who hates on my YouTube channel, who actually watch my videos and spiritually be hating. I'm going to make it regardless. Hoe ass niggas. You feel me? Because of the simple fact I didn't sell my soul. You know what I'm saying? So if I were you, I would sit and really, you know what I'm saying, pray for remorse. Pray for forgiveness for the things that you have done to people that were innocent. Because that's where your karmic debt is going to. You know what I'm saying? Looking and praying on people that had nothing to do with your trauma. But the fact that you was too much of a sucker to heal it yourself. Now is the time. It's either now or never. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.